Welcome to Keep the Faith Ministry News. Have you heard the latest news regarding the recall of Governor Gavin Newsom and the potential candidates who will seek to take his place? Before we catch up on that news, let's first consider some other recent California developments. What if I told you at the beginning of 2020 that the Supreme Court would have to weigh in as to whether church members could sing out loud when gathered together for worship? Would you have believed me? What if I told you at the beginning of 2020 that the Supreme Court would have to weigh in as to whether you could host a Bible study in your home? Would you have believed me? As far-fetched as this sounds, this is reality in the state of California, and these are just some of the legal battles that churches have faced in the last 12 months. The restrictions have been draconian, to say the least. And remember that the prohibition of home Bible studies was in place at the same time that stores were open for business and restaurants were allowed to operate with limited seating capacity. In any case, many Californians have reached the breaking point with Governor Newsom, leading to the vote to recall the governor and hold new elections. As stated succinctly in the Washington Post, quote, "The state is broke. Ignore the budget and examine the vast amount of unfunded pension liabilities and dysfunctional, a captive of massively financed and brass-knuckled public employee unions. Its many woes are ignored or undiagnosed, the result of a nearly non-existent political press that, when it churns out a story, often cheerfully parrots the Democratic line. May I remind you that this was the assessment of the Post, not some right-wing news outlet? To add insult to injury, the Associated Press reported on April 12th that the California politicians facing recalls would be allowed to see the names of people who signed the petitions to oust them under legislation that cleared its first committee Monday. Seriously? Does this not infringe on voter privacy? Who then are some of the political candidates who might seek to replace the governor? One of the first major names mentioned was Caitlyn Jenner, formerly known as Bruce Jenner, formerly regarded as one of our greatest Olympic male athletes and known as the father of some of the Kardashian-Jenner clan. Ironically, Jenner has stated that he encounters more issues in Hollywood being conservative than being transgender. Welcome to our upside-down world. Another name being floated is Richard Grenell, a friend of former President Trump who served as an ambassador and briefly served in the cabinet. Grenell also is openly and proudly gay. So one potential candidate is a male-to-female transgender conservative, and another potential candidate is an openly gay conservative. For thoughts on the meaning of conservative, check out our 5-minute animated video. It's true that there are other traditional names, including former Republican San Diego Mayor Kevin Faulconer and former Republican Representative Doug Ose, who have declared their intent to be on the ballot along with perennial candidate John Cox. But hey, this is California, so there is surely more madness to come. Not to disappoint, Fox News reports that, quote, "A former porn star is throwing her hat in the ring for California Governor Gavin Newsom's job." Mary Carey announced this week she's running for California governor as the former adult actress joins a crowded field of candidates looking to replace Newsom, a Democrat, in the event the recall effort triggers a special election this year, according to reports this week. The star of films like Dirty Angels, Welcome to Los Angeles, previously ran in 2003 when California Republicans successfully helped to recall Democrat Governor Gary Davis. Admittedly, her 2003 was just a publicity stunt, but not now. Perish the thought. She is running as a serious candidate. I'm not going to quote her double and trendy lines here, as cited in the Fox article, but if this former porn star is serious, then Shaquille O'Neal is about to embark on a new career as a professional jockey. So here are some of your potential candidates for the next governor of California: a male-to-female transgender celebrity, an out and proud gay man, and a former porn star. And remember not to sing when you gather in church. That's just too controversial and dangerous. Of course, I realize that I am comparing apples and baseballs here when I talk about the misguided COVID-19 restrictions side by side with potential gubernatorial candidates. And I understand that these potential candidates are multifaceted human beings who are more than trans or gay or porn identified. It's even possible that some of them, not likely the porn star, could have some good ideas for California. I'm just stepping back for a moment to look at California's upside down world, and I'm not making this up. Is the whole state of California becoming like Sodom? Quote, as men multiplied upon the earth after the flood, they again forgot God and corrupted their ways before him. Intemperance in every form increased until almost the whole world was given up to its sway. Entire cities have been swept away from the face of the earth because of the debasing crimes and revolting iniquity that made them a blot upon the fair fields of God's created works. The gratification of unnatural appetite led to the sins that caused the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. God ascribes the fall of Babylon to her gluttony and drunkenness. Indulgence of appetite and passion was the foundation of all their sins. Christian Temperance and Bible Hygiene, page 43. This is Keep the Faith Ministry News. Thank you for watching.